you will know, you get a lot more information when you get into office than you do in opposition. But you will know the run-up to the 2014 council election, people were telling there was a lot of detail, and that they knew what was going to be in the hospital, and certainly it was the case when we came into office. There was no detail, and the reason there was no detail is not any of their fault. It's because they hadn't been able to move the plan forward, and they don't know what it is. And that's the problem. So what Tracy's just said is correct. She would like you to help put that together. But there's a catch, you don't mind me saying. And the catch is in the words local hospital. Because for as long as we've got a local hospital in Charing Cross, as long as the plan is to sell off a large part of the land, to go for a local hospital, there's only so much that can be in a local hospital, and by any normal definition, it's not a hospital. And that's a fundamental point. Now, there are some issues. We need, it's very hard, as everyone knows, to get to see your GP, so a lot of people go to A&Es.
4 weeks.
It's disappointing that I don't think there'll be a rise in GPs. Well, I know one of the reasons is because they've just attacked, the government's just attacked junior doctors. I know so many junior doctors, and I've reached an age now where you can tell I'm getting old, because these junior doctors are old enough to be my children. And there's not one I don't look at where I don't think, I would be so proud if you were one of my children, because they're amazing people. But we need to make it attractive for more people to go into medicine and be junior doctors, and more people to go on to be GPs. That is something that you need to happen. And all of it ultimately comes down to money in terms of how you're going to reconfigure it. A lot of what people are saying, about modernising the health service, no one is against, as Anne Drinkle said. But we just need to have a national debate, and it needs to be in public, about how much money we're spending on it. To give you an idea what government spend, in the month after Brexit, the government spent £150 billion, Bank of England spent it, £150 billion keeping the pound afloat. All right? Now, I'd much rather that money was spent in the NHS. There's a ton of things we should be spending the money, so we need to argue for a different political settlement, is the point. I don't think we should ever accept Charing Cross is going to be a local hospital, all the cuts in Ealing, because they're wrong. The population in London is going up by 2 million. There's a need for a much more modern NHS. It needs money, and there needs to be a public consensus around that. And I think there is one out there, and that's what we need to do in order to move the NHS in the direction we all support.